Alright, so trade I took on Monday was a 5 minute retracement into its gap and in the range of it. 2 minute inversion targeting 1, 2, 3, 75 points, 1500, so half passed on this event. Reason forward was overall I had a bearish narrative, or at least later in the day, to end up targeting the sell side, but and it obviously ended up moving lower, and we did, but this was the setup I ended up taking, which was a 5 minute retracement. We rebounds into the whole range. The 5 minute candle ends up closing like this, or a bit lower, like right here. And then my idea was, yeah, just find some sort of internal reversal targeting, or to continue to go downwards. My full draw would have been this 5 minute low here, which is, I think it's, yeah, it should be right here. But obviously, 75 points, targeted 50% consistency rule, targeting that break even 1 to 1, which was, I think, exactly like this lower, a little bit lower. And yeah, so 1 to 3, internal 2 minute inversion is where I entered. So that looks like right here. I don't enter straight off of this with candle, no this and no this one, because I mean I wasn't really trying to enter trade because I'm already past like the time I normally trade. I started trading already like at 8 a.m. because normally from 8 a.m. like look at okay it hits 8 and then basically the whole hour of 8 o'clock like there's really nothing other than something on 30 second maybe appear, but I mean yeah no. So just like obviously I still think we're bear, so we were to end up dumping lower, end up breaking structure or CSD whatever in the higher time frame, and then we have a 5 minute gap. Find some sort of retracement into it, and then lower time frame find some sort of inversion targeting that, or well yeah inversion and target the downside. 75 points, 1 to 3, and yeah. So, but the higher time frame idea that I had was because this 15 minute on ES ended up getting inverse, and then the 15 minute on Nasdaq didn't. But I mean, just because ES already inverse, that's already like that was already pushing my narrative down there. Obviously, Nasdaq wasn't. I want to see it on Nasdaq as well, but I mean, one of them is already starting to move towards the downside, and ES ended up doing it. Oh, that's funny because that's not even the inversion. Crazy. Yeah, that's good. Oh, right here. Yeah, there it is. So there was a 15 minute inversion. We ended up dumping shit down. But yeah. Wait, that was a trade for Monday. 1500 on it. And then, yes, let's see. There's a 2 minute right here. Alright, so it's not gonna show up. Alright. So yeah, 2 minute kind of close and target 75. Yeah. So that it was a trade for Monday. I haven't taken any trades I mean, today, because I just, when I woke up, I didn't see her awake. I mean, it's probably because I was like half asleep. I should have woke up, but she was at 5:30, which, I mean, I don't think I would have even taken a trade to be honest, because it's already data high right there. So this would be the relative high, but it's not data high. I mean, how I've been taught it and how I learned it and how I backtest it is it's only the 5:30 candle. Unless the next candle, if you literally spikes up and it does the same, then okay, I'll target that. That's still like the following minute. But if it's steady can, that's when it spikes up, and this one just like I don't count that as the data wick. I just count that as the next high, and that's it. But if I were to target something, I would have looked for shorts anywhere around this range, and that's it. Also targeting this, and I mean, I would have, yeah, would have banked, but that's if I would have found an entry. Which I was looking on Nasdaq. I would have had to have taken it off of ES when I was looking at it. It was like I think a 2 minute or 3 minute. That looked good. And when I woke up, yeah, I don't know. Was it 30 second? Yeah, I don't know. But it was somewhere there. But yeah, the only trade I would have taken was source data low. Data low down here. And the reason for it, obviously, is for me backtesting. I have like what? I have like a 90, 99, 90. No, not 99, but like a 95% with data high, data lows. I see that I expect full TP on them. Or break even. I mean, I have lost a couple of them. But like, let's say out of 50 trades, or out of 100, I have won like give or take like 90 or 90% of them, and then 5% break evens, and then another 5% losses. But I didn't take anything because I mean, I just want to sleep. I didn't see this, or I thought it already swept the low, so I was like, and normally when for days like this when it sweeps the high and the low, I don't tend to take anything. I just get off for them, unless something looks good, but I just get off because again, it's already swept both the high and the low. Then because we normally just tend to chop. Some people ended up longing here. To me, yeah, I wouldn't have a long there. From me back testing, because normally I want to see one get swept because I've seen it so many times where we end up like right here. You could have taken a short if you would have been like, oh, we saw we created relatively equal highs there. You know, oh, we're gonna short, and then you would have still been right technically if you would have like caught something from like literally top tick there. Because again, this is 139 points to the low, and if you would have had your stop at the wick at 33, that's 124. That's so much. But I would have taken something over here, or even if I would have been like, oh yeah, let me take a short off of this, I would have taken, if anything, that's already 75. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I would have literally had to have had like my stuff like that. 33, 35 points on the way. That's crazy. But yeah. So if I would have targeted 75 exactly, that literally would have edged. Either would have edged. Yeah, no, that would have hit TP exactly. Then straight reverse. But obviously, would have got that you would have kept continuing higher, 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 higher. We just chopping and we just built all this internal liquidity or channel liquidity or whatever. I don't know if it's called LRL or I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, I just say channel liquidity. That's the basic terminology I use. And then yeah, would have been a job for me here. I think it was here as well. And I was like I would have taken this 1 minute right there. Or that would have been one I would have taken it. Because we already sweep the previous side. We sweep high. That's if we go highs, go to long tier. 1, 2, sweep it again. And yeah. But yeah, I didn't take anything because of that. Because I thought it was already taken. So I just went back to sleep. And yeah, that's good. And then Tuesday, I didn't take anything because we just kept short and short and short. I was waiting for some sort of retracement into the 5 minute gap here and would have shorted there, but didn't get anything. And there was a 3 minute appear. I was thinking of trading, but I just wasn't like, what do you call, like very like, oh yeah, this is gonna show. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, nah, I felt like it was too early still. And then the 5 minute. See, what does it look completely different? Oh no, cause yeah, it's freaking down here. Yeah. I was thinking of taking the 5 minute inversion here, even though it didn't inverse it, or did it? No, I didn't. But I was thinking of taking that, but I was like, I'd rather just wait for retracement into the 5 minute gap into this in here than something. But nothing ended up happening, so I just didn't take anything. And then later was this one. I was like, oh yeah, it's retracement to the gap right here, inversion right there, and then stop at the high. But that's already 40 point high. It's already. I mean, I would still take it below 45. Because 45 or 50 is the max for me. 45, anything in 40 already, that's already pushing it. I try to stick to 25 point stop loss, 25.30. But that would have been only one there, and then this one here as well. And then that was it. This is only like one that we actually shorted into. Some people shorted this, but yeah, it's because structure's cooked. I need to have my V shape where I need to have some sort of trade like that, because then we're just chopping weavers or we're chopping. What if those that ends up sleeping the high, then we end up reversing? Like it's happened so many times. But yeah. So I didn't take anything that day because we just kept dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping. I'm like, yeah, let me just hop off there. But yeah. And then today we'll do the same thing again. I think I already went over it, or I don't know if I did. Yeah, I already did. But yeah, so that's the trade recap for Monday. No trade yesterday, then no trade today, then tomorrow. Do we have a news tomorrow? Oh, we have CPA, core PPI, and then PPI employment. This probably isn't gonna do anything. I mean, I have to look at. Not really. I don't know. I mean, it's red folders, but core PPI really hasn't done anything. At least in 2024 or 2025, that I was backtesting. Yeah, but this year news really hasn't done anything. Nothing. So we'll see tomorrow. If tomorrow has a data week candle, and if it does, same thing. Data high, data low, set up and play from there. But if not, I mean, I would ideally think we want to retrace into this gap here. We still have like a new week opening gap somewhere in here. I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. But ideally, would want us to target like still continue lower. Have all of this. I mean, we've already taken these internal lows here. Meant to stack liquidity. But ideally, I would say we're gonna end up approaching this low. So most likely, what? I mean, so we have 4 hours that's left there. 1 hour rebounds to the range. What about the daily? Now we're inside of daily gap here that we were sweeping in. Oh, but yeah, ES already takes it slow. So I mean, I would expect this to continue going lower, but I mean, we'll see. Look at how Nasdaq is right now. I mean, again, now we have a bunch of all this trendline liquidity. Oh, trendline, no, not that shit trendline. Just look at all these stacked highs. Yeah, so back in 2020. Oh, I mean, 2023, and yeah, this one when I started. But yeah. Yeah, if not, this we just rebound his range and go long and all that to these guys. But yeah. Well, but I don't trade no other sessions anymore, man. When I can, but yeah, nah, not chat. I'll make it off and then we'll see tomorrow.